Good morning, all. It's about 4:50 in the morning. First meal of the day, pre-workout meal, and it's the equivalent of a Fairlife protein shake. This is how I usually start the day. This has got 30 grams of protein in it. It's a lot cheaper than Fairlife, though. So drink this down. Probably have another cup in about half an hour or so. Sit over in front of the big window and spend a little time with the Lord, and then we'll get on with the rest of the day. This is pretty much the extent of my supplement program. About 6-7 grams of creatine per workout daily, and then 10 milligrams of yohimbine, and then 2,000 international units of vitamin D. That's really it. A little bit of whey protein every now and then. A few protein bars to keep my protein intake up because I have trouble hitting my protein, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Time to go to work. But first, let's get some viewing entertainment. There we go. CrossFit. That always is motivation to me. We'll do that. And here is what's on the list today.
All right, gang. So starting this chest dominant day with a set of pull downs, just one set, 2 failure and a few post failure partials. I start a lot of my upper body days. Actually, now that I think about it, I start all of my upper body days with a set of pull downs, especially Nutri-Grip pull downs like this. They seem to warm up my elbows really pretty nicely, as well as my shoulders. And my shoulders feel better when either overhead pressing, flat pressing. If I have any pressing on the day, I like to start out with a set of pull downs. You'll see here, slow on the eccentric, like I've been, kind of touting for a while now. Here's my partials. I just gut out as many partials as I can. If I can get 3 or more decent partials, I count those partials as an additional set. If I get less than 2 or 3, I just consider that and kind of tack it on to the end of the one set. So just one hard set of pull downs to failure and beyond. So now we're going to do 3 sets of flat barbell bench press. Keeping partials on these, mostly for shoulder health.
2 more sets. It's probably worth saying that I didn't just up and do this. I did do some ascending warm-up sets. So 2 more of those.
And this is either the second or the third set. I can't remember which, but this week we're doing 5s, 3 sets of 5. With this is about 225 pounds, just over 100 kilos.
The fun work is over. Now the bodybuilding work. Not that that's not fun, but it hurts more.
And since it does hurt more, I'm going to save you guys from the cries of pain, which I am kind of, I guess, somewhat well known for. Again, just partials. I like to keep my shoulders healthy. I've been doing a lot of shoulder work, I guess you might say, but more so just life work, snow shoveling, splitting wood, etc. That's going to continue all through the summer. And to be honest with you, splitting wood's kind of something that I enjoy doing. which is also why I tend to keep my volume fairly low for the upper body, which you'll see at the end of this video. Going to do 2 or 3 sets of flies here. This is between 25 and 80. I think it's like 28 pounds. I don't know about you, but flies to me feel almost worthless as you come to the full concentric portion of the exercise. You know, when those dumbbells are straight over your shoulders. So I do partials for this mostly because that's where all the tension is when that dumbbell is out away from your body. So I'll do one usual, I'll usually do one full range one just to kind of test out my strength. You'll see that right there. Just to, kind of to see where I'm at as far as proximity, to failure. But yeah, I'll just do one kind of powerful where I'll close it together just to see where I'm at. There, I just, I kind of wimped out, for lack of a better term, because it was burning pretty bad, even though I knew after that last rep that I had a few more repetitions in me. Okay, so now, since this is a chest dominant day, I do predominantly chest work, but I do some delt work. So that way I get twice a week delt frequency. So I have a delt dominant day, but then I do 4 sets of, between 3 and 4 sets of these chest supported kind of side/front lateral raises. So I'm fighting those on the eccentric. It doesn't look like I am, but that's almost a 30-pound dumbbell. And I'm fighting it on the way down, trying to do a slow eccentric. It's heavy. It's heavy, and it just wants to fall out of the air. Even though, I am fighting it. I'm trying to keep that eccentric pretty darn slow.
My arms are so dead right now that I can't hardly pick them up. However, I don't have enough delt volume in this week, and I have to do one more set of these lateral raises. Even though my delts are dead. So I have to get at least 10 good repetitions. And I will basically just keep going, hitting the dumbbell against these stops, we'll call them, until I can't hit them anymore. I don't want to, but I have to.
All right, there's 5. I can't remember if I get 10 on this. It's looking like I do. But yeah, these are hard. And sometimes I do end up having to do 4 sets, to get my delt volume in for the week. Yeah, these are tough.
Done.
All right, gang. And so, yeah, that's the end of the workout. And this is, I'm considering this part of my training. I spent the majority of the fall, the majority of the months of September and October, bringing in wood from out in the woods to heat my home for my family. And I spent a lot of time bucking up wood with a chainsaw. And also splitting wood, and you can see me as I documented that on some of my previous vlogs when I was adjusting the volume downward, and I basically really liked how the months or so of bucking and splitting wood was looking in my upper body. I went and visited my nephews over Christmas. Both of them were like, "Uncle Brad, what are you doing? For your training, because your upper body is looking pretty jacked." And really, to be honest with you, I like how this splitting wood feels. The way that I swing that chopping maul, it I don't know, it makes my shoulders feel a little bit healthier. Maybe it's just the mobility work. Maybe it's placebo. I don't know. But either way, I liked how it was making me look, and I really like how it made my heart and lungs just burn. It made me feel like a badass. It made me feel like an athlete, and I wanted to make it part of my program. So I just brought the bodybuilding work down to where, basically it's the kind of the bare minimum between 8 and 12 working sets per week, per muscle group, I guess you might say. Just so that I could keep this stuff in, and I enjoy this hacking away on wood. And then other days, it's kind of like I have to remove the snow from my driveway, from my in-laws' driveway. It's a combination of snow shoveling and running the snowblower. So it's just life in the mountains, for lack of a better term. And so it's not going anywhere. It's either going to be because I have to do it in the case of snow removal, or I just want to do it in this case here, hacking away on this wood. So is it the best for my bodybuilding work? Well, we'll find out, as I'm going through the year. But at least for right now, it seems by evidence of my nephews and what they had to say about me over Christmas, that it is adding size to my upper body, and I'm enjoying it, and it makes me feel like a badass, and it makes me feel like an athlete. So it's here to stay for at least a little while. All right, gang. No Coach Brad's face on the video this week, just voiceover. We'll get back to some face time, I guess you might say, in upcoming vlogs. So hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you benefited from it. Until next time, gang, take care.